Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is that time again, Sunday Night Delights. We're here today with the best of the best. It is the Elite League, round 19, Towley versus Robbo, 17 points, the big story. And of course, joining me tonight is my usual commentary partner. We are on what we like to consider our split shift. Well, I wouldn't really call it a split shift, basically, because we don't actually get bloody paid for it. But anyway, you know what I mean. It is the one, the only, the racing guru, Beer and Kebab. Welcome back, my man.
Well, hello, yes, speaking on the Xbox, Beer and Kebab, the racing guru and golfing god, and welcome to Sunday race night as the RRF1 elite drivers test their skills, pit their wits against the track that is better known as Mexico. Should be a cracker tonight. I want some rain. I want to see what these guys can do in the rain in Mexico, because we saw last night in CSR, rain and Mexico don't mix.
It was beautiful, mate, wasn't it? I tell you what, there's 4 drivers, so AJ hasn't won this week already, so usually he wins in Q1. Obviously, so he's got a bit more competition here, Beer, this week, hasn't he?
Well, have you noticed there's 2 Irishmen there in the top 4. That's the take a screenshot, folks. It's the only time in any sport in the world you'll ever see 2 Irishmen in the top 4. I've said it. There you go. Very, very true. Then.
Do you know what the saddest part is? I've legitimately just taken a screenshot. As sad as that is, press the Y button. It is. It's absolutely pathetic. But Beer, we've got ourselves. Do you know what? Weirdly. I almost feel, I don't even feel bad for saying this, we've got our shortest ever grid tonight, haven't we? We've got 11 races, everyone else on bleeding holiday or on the piss. But seriously, I love short grids, especially with these guys. We've got a few 12s, haven't we? And they have been absolutely stunning races. All of the guys that are showing up today are all literally, as we already said, Beer, best of the best. We've already said it once. And
absolutely. Well, I mean, that has been my long-term motto for the RRF1. As you all know, what do I say in my stream? I say, forget the rest, come and join the best. Simple as that.
Amen. Bishop is here, Ivy's here, Ben Prime, Ralph, and Unique Gracer. Welcome in. Sorry, Bear, go on.
No. It's fine. Hang on, I've got to just accept something there. Okay. Yeah, cool. Okay, just do that.
Dry race, fuck's sake. God damn
it. Boring. Now,
pussies.
Yeah. Strategies, one stopper, I think, pretty much, isn't it? I think we're all decided on that, barring accidents. We
had trouble in the CSR race, didn't we? We had big trouble getting the tyres to go the distance, especially the super softs I found. Last night, at least. I know that's just me.
I was okay. Yeah, I was okay. Got the softs to run until the rain came. And then...
I say, you managed it easily, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, going around about 45 miles an hour, the speed that I do around Mexico, then it's hardly surprising my tyres last. I can do about 4,000 laps in that set of tyres. But the rain was interesting now, because it was like, it got heavy, it got monsoon, and we were like, dude, what do we do? Do we check the old inters? We go into the old wets? A couple of people.
You the perfect time, didn't you?
Yeah, I stayed on the inters. Yeah, it seemed to work okay. Now it's going to stay dry, Rich, I'm afraid. Hi, Ghost. Bye, Ghost.
Have you seen what I did?
Yeah. Cheerio. Don't slam the door on the way out, because it's been slammed in your face already. Ta-ta, champ.
Exactly. No, you know, if it wasn't me, it would have been another admin. So I'm just going to move back onto the topic. But we're going to get into the nitty-gritty of this. I'm going to go straight in with the controversial topic. Obviously, me and you both had our own differing opinions on this, which, of course, is very interesting. Rob and Tom, a.k.a. Robbo and Tally, both got gifted 25 points. Very, very, very dangerous, risky decision we did. Obviously, all the admin kind of voted on it. But, however, what it has done, looking past the decision that has been made, it has made this 19th and third to last race a very, very pivotal one in the championship. There's 17 points still remain. And Bingley, of course, now is officially out of it. He's actually got 75 points behind, so barring Robbo and Towley retiring from every race and then Bingley wins them all, I still don't think Bingley then will still win the championship, because obviously of the amount of wins. So he is now out of it. It's a 2-horse race, Beer, and what a pair to watch. Robbo versus Towley, 1v1. What are your thoughts, Beer? Who are you kind of not rooting for, but who do you think is going to get it?
Well, what, the title or the race? I mean, the title.
The title first.
Do you know what?
Race, I have no idea.
As far as the title's concerned, it makes no absolute.
Colt. Sorry, mate.
That's right.
He went left and right. He was like a snake. Go on,
Yeah, he's letting the car through. For me, it doesn't make any bit of difference who wins the title, because in about 2 or 3 years' time, I will be the champion. So I don't care. Simple as that, really. Let's contribute for it. No, I don't have any favourites. I have no favourites apart from myself. Yeah, absolutely. Lovely couple of 19.6. And I'm not fussed really. It'd be nice if it goes down to the final race of the season, if we can, you know, I was going to say manipulate the results. No, we don't do things like that. But if the results fall into place, so as the title is still up for grabs and we go around Abu Dhabi, that would be awesome, because it's all to play for. But there are a few spoilers in this lobby. We've got guys who are quite capable of winning this race, and stealing some thunder. You've got Binger's, of course, perennial podium finish this season. Saeed Zaini, if he can get it together and get off the penalties, he's going to be in a great chance. He's going to be insanely fast around here. Cookie Chip, of course, he's shown in the second half of the season a stunning turnaround. He had a real tough first half of the season. Second half of the season, he's been like lightning. He's been striking like a cobra. You know what I mean? So. Wow, it's all to play for. But I do have some interesting news, actually. For the guys who weren't watching, when we were actually in the pre-race thing, as we were just loading up, Pos mentioned it on they can see it there, the Mexico flag. It looks like a lesbian gay gay pride thing, but it's interesting actually because that actually takes me to a bit of interesting news. Now, you might have seen in the news, actually, a few days ago, there's a transgender weightlifter called Mary Gray.
1 minute, it's raining, number one, and Robbo's out.
It's raining, oh dear. What has happened to Robbo? Has he crashed? I should be on it. I need to be on this, really.
No. What?
Race directory?
Oh, no, I know what he's done. He's on ultras, isn't he? I think he's invalidated his time, and he doesn't want to go on the hypers. Oh, I think that's what's happened. Obviously, we've not got any news so far, guys.
There's nothing showing up in the race directory. Nothing on the race directory so far. So yeah, that's strange. Now I'll come back to that gay pride thing in a bit.
Sorry,
mate. I want to concentrate. No. I want to concentrate on the racing actually for a little while. I'll come back to that one.
Okay.
In a bit. So at time on the screens, Towley and AJ, a couple of hundredths between them. Lovely cut, about 6 tenths back.
Mentioned about the 1-2s, didn't we, for the Sauber to keep the constructors going?
Yeah. Now I wasn't
expecting
I wasn't expecting to see rain in qualifying. That is strange. I'm just looking down.
Really shook it up. It's completely shocked the race up at the moment, or the qualifying session.
Well, I mean, it's a sprinkle. It's a sprinkle at the moment. Actually, Cycling intermediates is Q3, so we're going to have wet qualifying. Then it looks like a dry start. Towley has retired from the session. Now there was a yellow sector in one. That's not is that coincidental, or is that the real deal?
Oh my God! Just watching Bingley go around. Oh, that is awful.
Yeah, that is coincidental.
This is reminding me of last night's. This is the crossover from last night. It reminds me of the crossover between Inters and Wets, doesn't it? Of last night's CSR race.
Now we're in Q2 at the moment. Only one car drops out, which, funny enough, is Robbo. He will not go into Q3. He will start. But then again, I mean, we've seen Robbo several times this season have issues in qualifying, but he seems to be able to pull it back nicely in the race because he just uses raw pace to get himself back into contention. So all is not lost yet. But Towley will
he's going for driver of the day.
Well,
because we never give it to him on combat drives.
I think it wouldn't surprise me right now if I was a fly on the wall in Towley's house. He had a slight smirk on his face as he saw that, you know. But yeah, these guys can basically just come and pit. Pretty much Q2 is now rendered pointless, really.
It's done, completely done, absolutely done.
I'm just on board as Sniper now. Why is Sniper? Okay. I'm not a big fan of that, retiring on track. I know the qualifying session's over as such, but it's just the thing. Just
do you know what? I think they all did. Car in the pit. I think everybody did it, I think.
Park your car in the pits. Come on. Actually, give them all race fans. That's it. That will guarantee the title.
Yeah.
That will guarantee the title fight will go to Abu Dhabi.
We're all banned. Guys in the comments, #race ban for all.
Yeah, absolutely. It's interesting though. It's like saying it's intermediate in Q3, so at least we are going to see some rain when it comes down to the real nitty gritty, which is going to be coming up in about 9 minutes time.
As soon as they retire, basically, mate.
And that could,
and AJ, as soon as they drop back.
Yeah, that could spice things up a little bit actually in qualifying. We could see some unusual grid positions here. It's quite feasible. Driving around here in the wet is not fun. We did it last night in CSR, guys, and I tell you, it's not fun. It's bloody hard work trying to concentrate. Not just for the normal reasons like you've got to take it a lot slower. You've got to watch your grip levels, but it's also because we know how harsh this track is on infractions, and believe me, it'll give you penalties for this. You would think there's no way you've corner cut though. There's no way you've track extended. Up it pops with a warning.
Lewis in the comments, beer, it was shit.
Well, it was for you, mate.
Lewis was like 2 laps down there, wasn't he? He had a terrible race in the end.
Yeah, he was saying last night he was eyeing me up for an overtake. I was like, yeah, in your dreams, son, in your dreams, you ain't getting past me, boyo. And you didn't. Simple as that.
Last night was fun at the start. I actually had a lot of fun last night. In fact, in contradictory to Beer, but I think it's because I'm a sick little bastard. I enjoy racing in the rain.
I don't mind it.
I think in a previous life.
You just got to concentrate hard. It's it's a real test.
I'll tell you what,
of your concentration
that was hard to
level.
Stream, Beer, wasn't it? That was hard to stream last night. That was probably the hardest one. I know we had a lot of good chat, didn't we, in the stream? But my God. There was none of the usual us slagging off all the elite drivers being like whenever they die, we're like another one down.
Yeah, lose protocols. We will see, mate. I've seen it, done it, worn it, bought the t-shirt.
And so
you see my exhaust pipe. You're going to be looking at it for the next 2 years, my man.
And then he becomes like Towley and just laps us all. So it's like, yeah, cheers, mate. Thank you very much. You will remember that comment.
Tries like me. Subtle little brake check. Oh, have you lost your front wing? Sorry about that, mate. Didn't see you behind me. Hello, Joe. Right, so here we go. Q3 on intermediate. So it should be interesting. Bumps. Get my telemetry up as well.
Hainsey first one out. Just have a little sly cough on mute.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Bloody hell. Not been able to shake this car.
Yeah. So
really annoying, but anyway.
Here's your 10 for Q3. AJ, Cookie Chip, Bingley, Sniper, Haynes, to the max, Johnny B. Oh, mama. Lovely Colt, Tally, and Syke Zaney. Let's see what they can do on the Inters. I'm going to be scrolling through the cars to see what they're doing. I don't know why I sound like a German, and I've actually no idea.
Why did you go German on SM, man?
I don't know.
Fresh LP's influence.
Yeah.
Fresh is taking over you, mate.
Yeah. Oh, multilingual, mate. I speak English, German, and gibberish, mate. So yeah, speak a lot, dude.
I speak double max, aka double Dutch when we got on there. But he probably doesn't appreciate that comment anyway. Yeah, interesting times, Beer, of course. I love being the one to make announcements. And what we're doing, Beer, as of tomorrow, we're going to be dropping in a sign-up sheet for next game. Nice and early. So obviously, names in. I'll then be the little workhorse in the background, finding out what days people can do. Literally the old tick box. Can you do this day? Like the old job interview, etc. And exciting times, Beer. We move on to a new game of complete utter crap for the next year again.
Absolutely.
We always look forward to new games, and then nothing ever comes of them, so you never know. We're going to be hoping that the 10th anniversary of Codemasters running F1, barring that crappy little Nintendo Wii game, is going to be a success. And of course, as you know, Beer, it will be until they release the week 1 patch, and then we're going to be moaning for 11 months. That's basically where we're at.
Well, if it's anything to go by the previous games, I expect the when the F1 2019 beta is released at the end of next month, because we all pay 50 quid for whatever, but it should be online playable, I reckon, by around about middle of September 2022. That's my prediction.
Yes. Yep. I'm actually going to go and load up 2015 after this bit to actually see if you can actually find a lobby that works. I think, yeah, because we've got a 3-year window now, so I think I might work by now.
I tell you could probably launch 2014 now, and there'd still be a patch. There'd be a fucking patch waiting to upload it. It's been updated,
Oh my God, yeah, they don't update this one, they update the old ones, don't they? So we've got Hainsey coming around Sector 3, we've got our laugh and a joke and our weekly slag off of Codemasters. Ben appreciated the 2022 comment, by the way.
That's not a slag. That's not a slagging off. That's just getting
like truth,
warmed up. That's just getting started. That's getting started. Yeah.
Hainsey, time-wise, 120. Oh my god, that was a hell of a burp. 125. It's like 25-1.
Just on board with AJ, then he tried doing a swizz. He blown his gearbox up. He was stuck in second gear for the longest possible time there, going around the final corner. It was like, Jesus Christ! It sounded like your Dalek impression, but actually sped up to 150 RPM, like you know what I mean? Like it was crazy, man, crazy.
Jesus fucking Christ! I forgot about that. Oh god, echo.
Talking of which, how is the audio anyways? Am I
not even listening.
Am I dialing chatters?
No, chatters let us know. I've got
just speak the chatters. Yeah, am I dialing tonight? Exterminate, oh, and all that crap. Yeah. Oh god, I had a frog in my top. I had a frog in my throat there. Why do they call it a frog in my throat? I don't want a Frenchie in my throat, for crying out loud. I'm a bloody foreigner.
It's fine.
Yeah,
no issues apparently.
Cool.
Why does I sound like a fucking Dalek then, bastards?
All the 25s at the moment. Just looking down the leaderboard there, going through Sniper. I'm just
AJ close to the end of his lap bit. Looks like he's a bit of struggle, obviously it's wet.
I'm just going by. I'm just dropping down the some of the other cars, mate, to see how they're getting on. I don't know, dude. Lane's gone quickest, 125 flat. 300's faster than the Psych. Ooh, it's a bit of lag there from Sniper.
It's Psych.
And he's taken out the bollard.
AJ evaluated 27-0.
I tell you what, that actually taking out that bollard has summed up Sniper's season this season, isn't it? Really, a complete load of utter bollards, really, when you think about it. Cookie tip fastest, 124.9, just breaks into the 124s.
Quickie is top. Tally goes fifth, I believe. That is a 1 minute 25.3.
That happens all the time, Ivy. It's happened on everybody's stream. Trust me. You mentioned Dragoon when he's commentating on positive stream sounds like a West Country Dalek, you know.
I think me and Mark just got bored of trying to fix the problem, to be honest. I think that's kind of why we just ran with it in the end.
Bit went quick to the 124.9. Of course, these guys, they've all got... They're a little bit different from normal, because normally you see them going out in a couple of stints. But these inters will take a couple of laps to get up to temperature, so you'll see them probably do about 4 or 5 consecutive laps here, because they won't be starting on these tyres. So I'd imagine about lap 2, lap 3, they'll be up to temperature, and then they can push a bit. So yeah, I expect to see a few laps put in by each car here. They'll just keep going around. They're probably fueled up for about 5 laps maybe.
Yeah, you'd imagine so, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I probably would put usually myself here, because it's a 12-minute session, about 7 laps in. You can probably get away with 2 quick laps and the slow lap as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'd say that, yeah.
You're out lapping in.
Yeah.
Just because of the kind of... And then obviously when you go back in, do yourself that 1 lap burst at the end, because that'll take you to about 10.5 minutes. Add the time that the team take to get you in and out. 12
Tally's
putting.
He's obviously going to put a fresh set of boots on, but that's actually gone completely against what I said. And it's quite kind of surprising actually, because he's going to have to get you put a new set of boots on, and he's going to have to push hard just to get the temperature to get a fast lap in before the end of qualifying. So, but anyway, what do I know? It's just a commentator. Okay, yeah, in fact, a couple of cars are coming in, so they are going to run the 2 sprints. They're not going to do a longer run. I suppose, in some sense, yeah, because it means they can use a lot of fuel load, which kind of offsets the temperatures a little bit, I suppose, in as much as...
Risky.
It is a risky strategy, yeah. But, let's see what they can do.
He's coming into the pit, so Haynes on his way in now.
Yeah, Johnny B's on his out lap at the moment, going around the S's. I tell you, they're tricky in the wet. The S is really, really tricky.
AJ it looked scarily beautiful when AJ was going through the S's a minute ago. He was just, do you know, I almost feel bad saying they were all over the place. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because they're not really all over the place, are they? They are
125, 5. Yeah, okay. What, 6 tenths
down?
They're
not really all over the place, are they? Because these guys run a lot less assist than what we do.
Yeah,
myself and you do.
I think Maurice he's either going to pit this lap or he's just going to wind it up for a fast lap in a minute. He's just cruising around at the moment trying to get ready.
Yeah, fuel light's come on, mate. I think he's on his way in. Oh my god, his fuel light has not only come on, it's actually completely on. So he's actually got no fuel left at the moment. That's ideal.
Bish is saying it's going to take him ages to get used to the golf game. Ben Prime as well is saying, yeah. Anyways, yes, tough game. It's a good game, it's tough. Syke calling bullshit on that.
No, that's a good comment what Syke has said. I had a very, very similar incident with the two wheels off the track situation. In the Colt taking a bit of an interesting line there, by the way, guys. I think he's trying to get back in the pits.
The problem you got there, Syke, is that everyone's in the same boat, mate. Yeah. You know, if it was picking on one particular driver, then that'd be pretty bad. But yeah, it's the same for everybody.
Yeah, we've got more views than an actual YouTube partnered streamer at this moment in time. Rao's just put in the chat.
Right,
He's one of the biggest F1 YouTubers. Come on, well in RF1, motherfuckers. Thank you for watching, guys.
Well, he must be doing really shit because we've got 17 viewers, which is nice, but Christ, that just shows how few people watch F1 these days. Because we need to get that sorted out. We need to get that sorted out, man. We'll be in the thousands. We'll be in thousands. We'll be swamped. We'll only be able to call the race action for all the donations and all the subscriptions and the high end dosh that we're going to be rolling in when the new game comes out, and everyone comes to watch us. So it's all good.
We'll have Crofty approaching us to commentate for us. You know what I mean? Me and Bear obviously will be telling him no, get back to Sky Sports, prick. We're dealing with it.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck off back to your mediocre social media, numpty. Leave the commentators to the pros.
Yes, mate. Bloody brilliant. Right then, so who have we got on track? Bravo has put in fourth beer. Very, very nice by Johnny
good luck,
B. Oh,
good luck.
mama, as you say. And obviously I'm really shit at the impression. But I'll leave that one to you. But fourth position. Bingley. Hold on. Yeah. Bingley's on hypers.
It stopped raining, mate, but it's a risky call.
And it's very risky. I've not really been paying attention to the actual weather, to be fair. I've been looking at the chat more than anything because we've not really had much going on.
Right, sector 2. Let's check race directory.
Colt. So they're all out. I think Tally's out on Inters. I don't know if that's going to be the right choice, though. This is good. It looks like it's dry, but we all know how long this game takes sometimes to dry up.
It's not dry.
That's the only issue we've got.
That track is still very damp.
There's still spray. There's still spray on the tyres, look.
I'm just watching the back end of Towley's car. Yeah, there's still spray coming off his tyres there, so...
Colt's retired. Yeah, that's from the pits.
Okay.
So Colt has retired the car.
Just keep an eye on... Just going to watch Big Lab. I want to check his sector time. He's coming through turn 3. I want to see where he's at. Oh, he's wound up for a hot lap now, isn't he? That's what Towley's retired from the session. So Towley's down in 8th. Okay,
the
two championship contenders are actually near the back of the grid, which is so Robbo's now got the smirk on his face. I haven't seen Towley's lap.
Yeah, so it kind of swings and roundabouts here, isn't it? I was about to say. Bingley may, let's face it, DRS has to be enabled.
What's Cookie on?
This lap.
What's Cookie on? Cookie's on Inters.
Inters. And he's on his flyer now.
Yeah, Haynes is on Inters. Syke's blown up. We're going to record that. Syke's blown up. He smashed his car off. He's lost the front left wheel. Wow.
It was major qualifying, but still. Sniper's gone round as well.
Major impact there. Cookie's gone quickest, 124.4. Now, where's Bingers in relation to this? Bingers is going through sector 2. He's a bit... Sykes has fucked this game. Yeah, it was a monstrous impact. That was. Now DRS has been enabled. It's game on. I want to see what Bings is like as he comes through the. Yeah, he's looking okay there. He's thrown it through the corner, plenty of grip there. Oh, it's a Haas that's gone off. That's a Haas that's gone. Is that AJ? No, it can't be AJ. It's a car. It's on track. Is that Towley's car?
It's on to the max. To the max.
To the max.
I think. We can't view his car, can we?
Wow. No.
Retired, of course. That was crazy. Will Bingley get pole? Well, mate, it's a questionable thing because obviously the first half of the lap it was wet for Bingley and it got DRS enabled.
Tell you what, this is going to be 3. Oh, he's lost it! He's lost it! What a spin! What a spin! And he's gone straight. I'm going to record that as well. I was on board.
Bingley, no! He did it as well. Mate, I think he was being overconfident. He started moving and lost the car.
That was a spectacular spin.
That was
wow. And
that
then
was incredible.
Plowed into what remained of. Well, he basically smashed Cyk Zany's car into even smaller bits. Oh wow! That was carnage, man.
The packet after the top 10 read.
Anyway,
much quicker than usual, of course.
Okay. I'm gonna have a cheeky one as well.
What we got, ladies and gentlemen, is silence coming up. Cookie Chip getting the perfect lap in. 24-4 first. Bingley second. Haynes third. Bravo fourth. Cyk fifth. Colt sixth. Max seventh. Good qualifying by Haas. Just want to point that out. No race, of course. Sauber's 8th and 9th, disappointing for them, and Sniper, of course, failing to set a time. I'll be back in 1 minute.
Yeah, and of course, Arroyo in 11th, who unfortunately didn't make Q3. So yeah, the grid, even if I can get the words out, is certainly some changes there. Cookie, great. What a great position for Cookie to be. What a great position. In pole, it's going to be a dry race. He's got the pace and the craft to control this race. Very, very interesting. He will have a battle there, of course, with Bingley. What's noticeable is the two championship contenders are down near the bottom. Rob in the 11th, Towley, I think, qualified in 8th. So I think that's the qualifying. Well, certainly after seeing what happened to Rob, that's not the qualifying that Towley would have wanted. He'd been wanting to, I think, certainly be in the front 2 rows of the grid. Instead, he's quite some way down, so that has all the hallmarks of a great race. Strict corner coatings retarded, yeah. It swings and roundabouts, mate, really. This is just like it swings and roundabouts. Some tracks, do you know what? What I would like to see, I don't mind the strict corner cutting, but what I'd like to see is more consistency in the physics. I.e., you can have it on the same track where you can corner and run 3 wheels off, doesn't give you a warning, and you seemingly one wheel off the next corner and you get a 3-second penalty, or you get a warning, or even a stop go in some cases. So what I'd like to see is more consistency, better physics in the game. Whether or not that's going to be addressed in the new game, hey, we're going to find out in about a month's time. But yeah, I can understand the frustration. It is really frustrating. You think you've done everything right, and all of a sudden it just pops out of that black warning, invalidated lap. You just want to mash your head against the screen or something, Well, all we can do is wait and see, really. I mean, don't forget this game, F1 2018. It's been out for however many months it's out. Been out for 8, 9, 10 months. It's still a beta. It should never have seen the light of day, in my opinion. I've been saying that from Codemasters games since probably 2011. That's the last game I really enjoyed. 2013 was okay. After that, it's been a pile of shit. But there you go. Anyway, guys, in the chat, let's see your predictions. Now, you've seen a slightly topsy-turvy grid, so this might change your thought patterns for who's going to win the race. But looks like a probable one-stopper, providing it stays dry. Who do you think's going to win? Let's have some chat now. Let's have some comments on your race winner.
Comments going. It's going to
see what's going to happen. Yeah, I was just saying before I go for the smoke, just to sort of lead you in. A topsy-turvy grid tonight. It's going to spice up the race. But Cookie Chip is in a great position. He knows what it's like to lead from the front. He has led and won from the front, so he's in prime position. Bingers is right up there. But after that, who knows what's going to happen? Anyway, I'll leave you in the capable hands of Mr. Positively Glad, the main man himself, and I'll be back in about 2 minutes' time.
I wouldn't say they're capable. They're just kind of unassured and uncaring, I guess. Anyway, yes, as Bear was saying, topsy-turvy grid, ladies and gentlemen. Let's fire up the race director just to show you and give you a reminder of the grid and the starting tyres. We've got 3 guys starting on the super soft tyres. That's going to be an interesting one. So we currently have Cookie on the super, so he's going to be going deep into the Grand Prix, and also Cyk and Max. So barring any incident at the start, of course. And I've got bloody hiccups. That's not really a good start to the stream. Let's get this cheap as the cola opened. Yeah, buzzing. Obviously, having a cough doesn't really do much for you. But yes, there you go. A lot of people saying Robbo, Bingley as well. No mention of Towley. Very, very interesting here. Towley, of course, has won from these sort of positions as well, as has Robbo. So it's going to be very, very interesting. Will we see a new winner tonight? We've had 5 winners so far in the Elite League. Of course, we've had Cookie, Bingley, Syke, Robbo and Towley. Will we see another member added to the winning roster? Of course, the topsy-turvy Grinners base says Haynes in 3rd. Do not overlook Haynes. He's a very, very competitive guy in his first Grand Prix in Spain, or in Baku, actually. He got podium, of course, so don't overlook Haynes. Bravo, of course, has got a podium in Russia. His one and only. We've got Colt as well, who is ever improving. Putting himself right up there with these guys, of course. Former F2 driver, of course, put him in, and he was miles too quick. Mac to the max, allowed himself a very bad second half of the year. He was incredible in the first half. While people were finding their feet, Max got straight into it. AJ looking for a turnaround race. Sniper as well, like I said, probably not fighting for the race win, but of course Sniper does his best usually to pick up the points. He usually always finishes. So Sniper always up there, and of course you can never count out Robbo. So ladies and gentlemen, 18 views here tonight. It's going to be a very, very interesting event, of course. Let's have a look here. Oh, smashed the field stone. Robbo has started from the back, I believe, on 4 separate occasions, or towards the back, and has got a podium on 4 of the 5 times he has done it. Never won a race from the back, though, Rob. He's always second, because admittedly Talium in the particular race was absolutely gone at the start, which kind of makes a bit of a thing. But obviously you've got the likes of Robbo and Tali coming from the back, of course, ladies and gentlemen. 17 points between them in the championship, which guarantees we'll have everything to play for on Beer and Kebab stream of Brazil next weekend. Oh, boy, that was a nice little chest, and obviously Beer back nice and well again after obviously having to pass up the F2 stream, of course, to Dom, aka Legend Dom, of course, putting in a fine show, showing off how bad I am in F2, and we are rolling, ladies and gentlemen. Just Robbo, Haynes, and Colt's already up, so Haynes and Colt. And then we are away and gone for the 19th and 3rd to last round of the RRF1 Elite League. It's been an incredible season, guys, so far. Thrills, spills, enough to pay the bills. And there you go. That was probably the most shite analogy I've ever done in my life. But here we go then. On to the formation lap. 11 drivers here, ladies and gentlemen. Do not take kind of heart to the low numbers, and we know what happens when RRF1 goes low numbers. They end up being the most incredible races out there. Of course, this is a dead game, to be fair. So for this many people still to show up is a remarkable achievement. To be honest with you, how broken the bloody shit is.
Oh, I'm back.
So, just in perfect time. I was just saying how low numbers we've got. The low numbers.
Yeah. Do you know what,
how
mate?
many people are still playing this game? It means nothing. It's an incredible thing.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to change the subject real slightly, mate, while I was doing the formation lap. But there's something that's on my mind. Right, and it's something that's been troubling me for the last couple of days, right? I'm going to read out some surnames, right? Corbin,
Go on.
Clarkson, Paxman, and Kyle, right? Why is it anyone called Jerry's complete that? Why is it anyone called Jerry's complete that a cunt? Why is it? What is it about the name Jerry makes you a cunt? Oh, jeez, it's on my mind, man. It's bothering me.
Oh my god!
I'm telling you.
I'm sorry for the laugh, guys. I've got a cough.
That's what's on my mind.
That's fucking brilliant.
Anyway, here's my gag for the day. As they're getting ready. Yeah, the Mexican flag. It looks like the old gay pride thing. It brings one to the important news. You might have heard about the transgender weightlifter Mary Gregory. She's vowed to come back. She's been stripped of all her titles. She's a weightlifter, but she's vowed to come back. But she says she's got to do loads of work on her snatch. Boom. Mic drop. There you go. That's my lesbian gag for the day. Anyways, we're about ready to start.
That bombshell, you probably should do it. Even the shrew is welcome in, mate. You jumped in at the wrong time, I tell you. Or the right time, depending which way you look at it.
Here we go.
But yes. Topsy-turvy grid, of course, ladies and gentlemen.
It is.
Swinging to the grid, and of course, with less people, everybody's got round on the formation lap, so I guess that's one positive, I guess. But here we go then. Need to get rid of this cough very, very quickly.
Wow, do you know, just go and ball cookies real quick. See how far up it's looking. On my screen, I'm looking from the top of the straight, looking back on Cookie's car. This is in strain. Anyway, you ready? Watch for the lights. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it is... Eventually, go.
Whoa, Sniper, what?
Whoa, we got some lag.
Cookie!
We got lag.
Cookie.
Car's not started.
Oh my god. It's Cookie.
The car has not started. Cookie's car.
The leader.
He's now going.
He had this last week. It's like at the inside here. It's like at the inside. Haynes on the inside too. Got to watch out here. Oh, hello. That's Sykes up 5. Well, I say 3 places, but
up the second,
can only count really 2, can't you? Oh, bit of very, very close there between, I believe that's Towley.
We've got Haynes,
Colt Bravo.
Haynes and Colt going at it there. Oh, Haynes running the curb there. That's allowed. Now, what is that? Is that Towley? Yeah, Towley's just jumped up. No, he's dropped a couple of places. Wow, it's all happening. He's back up a place. He's gone down a place. He's gone sideways. He's gone left ways. Now he's in sixth.
Side by side here. Towley, great move on the outside. Oh, no, he's got off track. He was in front anyway. He was in front. I don't think he's getting really a much advantage there, wasn't it? I think we've seen a few times where cars have gone off the track, but Towley was, I think, about 3 car lengths in front anyway. Didn't really gain much of an advantage regardless in that sense, but so very, very close up front. Of course, be a bit incredible start.
Talk about the commentator's curse on Cookie, though. My God, we're talking him up during the intermission there.
Me.
And he's had a glitch at the start, or something's happened. Maybe he wasn't ready. Who knows? But he's down in the 11th. He's dead last.
He actually went on the start and then got hauled back in as if he had an anchor.
Yeah, on my screen, his car disappeared and then reappeared at the back of the grid. It was weird, to say the least.
Force India, Robbo and AJ. And that is nice and easy, you'd think, but AJ, of course, is still a long way up the straight to go. Turn 1,
Robbo's got that covered off quite nicely. AJ giving them all the room he needed there. Good etiquette there from AJ. Didn't fight it too hard. He's got other battles to fight later on during the race. The race can be lost very early on. It certainly can't be won very early on, that's for sure. Cookie's got past Sniper, so he's going to start making his way through. Cookie incidentally started on the Supers. Some of the cars around him seem to be on the Ultra tyre. So Cookie's going to go deep into this first stint. I'm just going to get my spectator menu up from my end just so I can give you some info on the tyres.
I completely forgot about it. And you mentioned about tyres. Do you know what, mate? I thought that was a subtle hint you dropped me there. That was fantastic. Incredible coincidental timing.
Ready, by the way, he's on the soft. So his good start has been given an extra boost by the fact he is on the slowest compound tyre and already in second place. So Bingers knows he's got a race on his hands here.
Bit of a train here, mate, as well, forming behind Johnny B. It would seem we've got a 3-car train. We've got Haynes and Colt having a real good run at each other here. I believe Haynes will go a little bit defensive.
Haynes has gone to the middle of the track. So it's good driving. Colt's swung out to have a look.
Look up the inside.
I think Haynes is going to sweep through there, but he's got Towley right behind Towley, waiting for one of these two to make a mistake so he can quickly seize the opportunity and fly through. Nose to stern as they come down the short DRS straight into a tight left-hander. It's a 90-degree corner, quite tough, into another 90-degree right-hander. And then a hairpin.
It's a very difficult overtaking manoeuvre B at the end of that DRS straight, isn't it? Because you can get the move done, but you have to have made the move stick, because obviously you've got a very, very tight set. Oh, God, sorry. Very, very tight sector 2 complex. So if you don't get the move done, that will tally.
3-second penalty for Towley,
already. Yeah. You mentioned it, Beer. This race, brutal. Absolutely brutal in terms of actual penalties and stuff. But there we go. So we've got Robbo still behind. So we've got almost like hello, Haynes had a bit of a moment there, coming out with the S's. That's an unusual place to have a moment, really. This is
this is a good battle to watch between basically from running back from Haynes down a lovely Colt, down to Towley, down to even Maurice and Robbo. It's really tight at the moment. Sniper's been dropped. I'm sad to say he's been absolutely dropped at the back there.
Drive through as well, mate, isn't he? He's got a drive through. Jump start. Oh, poor guy.
So that's
Haynes on the
Towley's
outside.
gone. I think Towley's going through there. Oh, is it Towley? No, sorry, it's wow. Hang on.
Bravo holding on to third.
Oh man,
Towley was just behind me.
It's the Haas and the Sauber. Looks so similar. Oh, car's off the track here. Lovely Colt was off the track. Wow. He's got a little base look at the inside. Here comes Lovely Colt. Is he gone for the move? Has he made it stick? I think he might. He might have made this stick. What a stunning move by Lovely Colt.
He did hit Haynes, but to be honest with you, mate, 3 into that corner, that could have been a lot worse. That could have been a lot
run
worse.
Up the inside. He wasn't a dive bomb though. They were all 3 cars were alongside, similar pace.
He cleared
Colt was the bravest. He was the latest on the brakes.
Great move there. I tell you what, mate, I actually caught a really good camera. Hopefully Rara can get a clip of that, guys. That'd be incredible.
I think it was legit. Of course, the guys who he overtook probably will completely disagree with what I've just said. Tony, I'm looking at the inside there with Johnny B.
8-car train, Beer.
Robbo and AJ are still going at it as well. They're having a good battle there. Now, the lead car is Lovely Colt, so I'm just going to watch Lovely Colt for a second. I think he's clear. It's Johnny B possibly on Haynes, and then Towley's keeping a watching brief.
Look at the way Haynes is catching Colt.
He's not going to make it here.
It's so long, though. He's not going to make it.
Yeah.
The catch back there was incredible. Obviously not enough. No position changes on the main straight.
What lovely Colt has got to do somehow is to try and break that DRS. 3-second penalty for Robbo.
Robbo as well.
Colt has to somehow try and break that DRS second gap, and he's going to find it hard. Towley had a good look at the inside of the house there. Backed out on Johnny B there. Had a good long look though, just to let Johnny B know he was there, having a wing mirror absolutely full of a Sauber.
That was the "Hello, I'm here" moment, wasn't it? Hello, it's me from Adele. You know, I'm not going to start singing, guys. I promise you, I've got a bad throat. So definitely not going to do that one. AJ currently running in 9th position, kept his position. Sykes, we've got all the main hitters.
3-second penalty for Sykes.
Come up on the screen. The start this has been.
Okay, looking at the pit stop situation. What are we looking at? About 15 for the ultra runners. Can they go that far?
Gotta be. And they'll if they're doing a one-stop strategy, they're going to need to.
Yeah, even Kai, even Shrews.
Kai, Shrews, just seeing that mate as well. Just a look down briefly. I can't look down too much.
Right, Johnny B on Haynes is
mate, Colt has broke the DRS. That is huge. Yeah. He did what you said, but here we go. Sorry, Bear, go on.
Yeah. Johnny B, Hayes has gone defensive. Johnny B's and Towley's trying to get in amongst the action here. They're almost 3 abreast going into the first corner. I think Towley's going to make this one stick as he cuts across, holds the line. Haynes, though, managed to hold off Johnny B. Sorry, it was Johnny B.
It was Bravo who got through, wasn't it? Sorry,
it was Johnny B.
These cars are too bloody similar.
They do. I get major confusion between the Haas and the Sauber. To me, they're very similar to look at. They've got 4 wheels and a wing. It's very hard to tell the difference.
Yeah.
But yeah, Colt did exactly what he had to do. He had to break the DRS. He had a stonking sector 3 in the previous lap, which allowed him just to pull out that gap, and a real sigh of relief
His
there.
S's beer were amazing, by the way. He hit every apex.
He had to really pull it out. Yeah, he had to really pull it out there. So, I mean, I'm just watching these battles. I'm not even sure what you're watching at the moment, but I'm just watching. It's just great. Some really, really close racing here.
There's only one thing I can watch, mate, the 8-car battle.
Yeah, I do have the stream up. I'm just watching it from a different perspective. That's his second penalty picked up for Towley there.
Haynes is struggling a bit.
Now,
Haynes
Johnny
really struggling here.
Johnny B, I think he's going to be safe here because Haynes is going to have to go ultra defensive against Towley, and I think he's going to be very vulnerable here. Let's see how this pans out. Towley tucks in behind. Is he going to have
it's just about patience for Tom, isn't it?
Yeah, not
all
quite
about
there,
patience.
Not quite there. Sniper 3-second penalty. AJ
great corner there by Haynes.
And Cookie, by the way, having a really good battle down in 9th and 10th.
Just look back here now. There's so much to watch. Jesus Christ. Here we go. Haynes still on Johnny Bravo though. Towley, oh my God.
Yeah,
Towley going in very, very deep there. Nearly cleaned out the back of Haynes. Great driving and great awareness there, but it's allowed Max.
And
it's allowed Max to come back into it.
To the Max in the second, Haas has been saying, I want a piece of that. And Robbo, I mean, this is so close. Robbo is right behind Maurice there, who himself is just a couple of tenths behind Towley. Now, Towley's, by making a slight mistake there, as you said, he ran wide, he's almost lost the DRS. In fact, at the moment, he's lost the DRS gap on Haynes. So this could be crucial. He needs a good last sector here to try. I think he's going to get it as well. Yeah, he's dropped it down to 0.85. So he is now within the DRS range, and he needed just that. Otherwise, you could have seen him being passed by a couple of cars on the main straight with that long straight.
It's a sitting duck, isn't it? He would have just been absolutely romped upon. Here we go then. Bravo.
Right, Robbo to the Max and watching. Here comes Robbo onto the Max. Maurice has gone defensive. He himself has DRS. But Robbo's going to have a look. He switches to the inside, under braking. Who's got the balls? Maurice.
Behind Cookie. Cookie, great move. Cookie up to 9th. Great move on AJ.
Those two have been battling. They've actually swapped positions a couple of times, I've noticed on the timing screen. So that is not a done and dusted deal yet. Not yet, anyway.
Cookie now needs to get onto the back of the DRS, doesn't he, here, Bear?
The guys in F2 and F3, take note of what these guys are doing. Take note how patient they pick their spots. It's not all about, you've got to get the move done. No, it's pick your moments. Wait for the car in front to make a mistake. It's the easiest overtake in the world then. It really is.
Well, even watching it myself, obviously, myself F2, yourself, I still call you F3, but obviously, it's a new game coming up now. We don't know where we're going to be fitting in, do we, really? I mean, that's an honest
F20.
answer. I could be an F3, you could be an Elite.
Could be F20, mate. You just don't know.
Yeah, I'd love to try and organise that. Bloody hell, my head will explode, to be fair.
5 nights, 5 races a night. My God.
Yeah, Colt is struggling. Colt has dropped right back into Johnny Bravo's DRS, so that's not a done deal either.
He must have made a mistake. Look how defensive he's gone there. He's gone right to the inside. He is going to make Johnny B go all the way around.
And he has. Johnny Bravo all the way around here. And to be fair, I think he's...
Colt's covering
didn't even have DRS.
They're side by side. No, they're side by side. No, Colt's going back up again. Have a look. Oh, 3-second penalty for Johnny B.
He's hit him.
Oh, Johnny B's had a penalty as well. Oh, no, he's made contact again with the Williams. Oh, he's gone. He's gone.
He's totally off. He's totally off.
Oh, he's hit the wing off. Oh my God. Oh, lovely Colt. My God, Carnage, lovely Colt. And Johnny B. Big Carnage. Recording that.
What? I was on Towley and then I looked up and there was an absolute pile-up. What was that about?
Yeah. Recording that, mate.
What went on there? What?
Absolute carnage. Both those cars are out.
Oh.
That's going to be one for the stewards to mull over.
Oh, no comment. I can't make my own comment there. I did miss it. I was on board with Tally, just watching him recover and get him round to the pits. That's killed Tally off.
I'm not gonna pass judgment on that. There was a series of events that led to it, that led to the terminal damage.
The
series of events. Yeah, I've actually recorded the last minute of that lap, so I will send the clip. The stewards can have a good look and see what they make of it. And Sniper breathes a sigh of relief. He's thinking,
Tally from the pits.
I might be able to get some points.
Tally's pulled it into the pits and retired.
That surprises me. Why is he retired in the pits? There's still points to be had. I don't know. Back on the racing. Right, here we go again. Look at this. Haynes to the max. Robbo.
3 wide.
Haynes has got him covered off, but Maurice is going around the inside in the Haas. Can he hold together?
Positions.
These two are side by side. I think to the max might have it. Robbo might go up the inside of Haynes here. Wow, is there contact? No,
side by side.
And Cookie Chip.
Robbo's done it.
Oh, great move by Robbo. Brave. He just broke so late. But Cookie Chip is now right back in the mix.
Well, I would look at comments, but we can't. There's still so much going on. There's only 8 drivers, bloody left guys here. Absolute bloody carnage. I don't know what I'm going to tell you. I think you just kind of anybody's guess really, Beer, isn't it? Anybody's guess.
Well, these guys are saying, congrats, Robbo champion. I'm sorry, there's still 25 laps to go yet, guys. Let's not jump the gun.
He's still not won it, Beer. It's not mathematically over. He'll only be 42 points ahead maximum as well. So it's still open. Anything can happen, of course. Robbo is not champion yet, guys. By any stretch of the imagination.
Cookie on Haynes, boss. Robbo onto the max. The 2 Force Indians looking for overtakes here. So the max goes defensive at the inside. I think Robbo's going to get this one done. Robbo swings round. Cookie Chip just sitting behind these guys. Of course, Cookie Chip is probably, in all fairness, has got raw pace to match Robbo. We've seen that. So I think we could still see a podium battle between the 2 Force Indians here. Or will there be team orders? Cookie having a look at the inside of Haynes. Ducks back out just to let Haynes know that he's there. AJ's pitted, by the way. He's got rid of his ultras quite early. He's gone to supers. Nothing to lose at this stage.
Just kind of get himself to the end. Yeah, exactly. He's getting himself some points, which is invaluable to AJ at this stage. It was just collateral everywhere, Beer, wasn't it? Collateral all the way through that incident, and Tally unfortunately just got caught up in a mid spin from Johnny B.
Collateral carnage. That's what we should call this race.
That is what it is, mate.
Oh, collateral damage. You know.
I like the Carnage one. I've got alliteration there. I like that sort of thing. We've still got 4 cars battling here for 3rd.
I don't know if Tom's watching the stream, whether he's just literally gone another game in disgust. But I am curious as to why he retired.
It is a curious thing, isn't it? I know.
Right, Cookie on Haynes.
I've done it before myself, B. Yeah, let's get back to the action. Look at this here. Hainsey is still going. He was the one car that survived out of that madness, by the way. So he's here. Obviously, I didn't see
side by side.
I'm not
Cookie and
passing
Haynes,
judgment, as you're not, of course.
I think Haynes has got this coming up, but Cook's hanging it in there. Cookie's hanging it in there. He's not giving it enough. I think he might get the drive off here.
He got it. Cookie's got it.
Yeah, he's got DRS as well. Yes, he's got it. He's got DRS. Hayes tucks in behind again. Look at how close they are. My God, they're not touching. That's incredible driving.
Tally with a note in the comments, mate. He's put that in the comments. Obviously, I have to. Well, for the first time, I haven't actually got an opinion. Of course, because Beer, of course, I didn't see it, did I? I let you guys in the stream saw I was focusing on the initial incident. So, Forgive me here, that is a big internal investigation that the stewards are going to have here. B's got a fantastic clip of it. Hopefully we've got more clips involved as well. But anyway, back to this now.
Yeah, I've got about a minute's worth of footage there from the broadcast mode, so hopefully most of it was caught. There was actually,
of course, we do use the broadcast footage.
Obviously,
don't we,
it all happened at the speed of light. But what I can say, there was a train of events. It wasn't like one incident. There was several bumps, there was things that made it all happen, and that's something the stewards are going to have to dissect, really. And it's not going to be easy for them. I'm sure they'll get the job done, whoever they may be.
Oh, Syke and Bingley! Syke has caught Bingley up. I believe the ultras are now going off here, Beer. Syke on the supers. Now, this is a telling sign. Bingley's going to have to put some serious laps in, and he's going to be coming out in completely fresh air if he pits in the next couple of laps.
The question is, Bingley's going to be weighing up. First of all, how much longer can he push his tyres for, and secondly, he'll be also thinking how long will Syke be going for on the supers as well, because Syke's going to be acutely aware of the fact that he's seeing cars pit around him that are on the tyre that he's about to go on. They're not lasting quite as long as we thought. I wonder if temperatures are coming into play. Anyway. But Syke's just tucked in behind Bingus here. He's going for a move at the inside, which is wow. It's
look at this, he's on him.
Bingus should have this covered off. I mean, it's a brave move by Syke. Yeah, Syke has to yield there. That's fair enough.
Syke is up. Yeah. Good driving there.
What's Bingus doing? Bingus is staying out. Obviously, yes. Probably getting near pit stop time now. We reckon about 15, but Syke should just be able to cruise past here, you'd think. Bingus goes defensive.
Oh my God, look at that. Very, very close.
They were close there. But
Jesus Christ.
They were close again there as well. A bit of a lock-up for Syke, but I think he's got the move done. Just clear cleanly through there.
As well.
Yeah, he's going to have a double dose here. There we go.
Double, as they call it.
As you see his real flaps open up. In a non-sexual way, of course. Yes, I'm not going to say what I said last week, guys who saw the stream last week.
That was funny.
That was
funny about being on top. Who were you on top of?
Oh man, I was on top of Syke's helmet. I was on top of Syke's helmet.
Yeah, we kind of don't really need that, to be honest. Good to see you guys discussing it in the comments as well. Obviously, keep it going, guys. Keep it going. We want to keep this stream rolling with kind of fresh comments, fresh people coming in, of course, new followers. I'm never asked for subscribers.
Yeah, what's interesting here also, I mean, we know how fast Cookie is, but Maurice is keeping them in check, just half a second between them. Both on the same compound tyre, both the same tyre wear. So Maurice having a solid race at the moment in fifth. He was briefly in third there before the series of overtakes. Bingley, 5 seconds stop go penalty for speeding in
Bingley
the pit
for the
lane.
pits. That's huge.
Oh man, that could be so costly. That could be so costly at the end of the race. But he's going to still come out in some relatively clean air. Haynes is already through.
Yeah, comfortable, mate. AJ's just coming around the final complex now. I think he's coming out of pits.
He's going to have about 10 seconds of clean air before he catches Haynes, who will be pitting shortly anyway. Haynes will be going onto the super soft tyre, I'd imagine. All eyes now on the front runners as to when they make their pit stops. The gap between first and second them is just a tad under 8 seconds. But as you see Cookie Chip into the Max are right behind Robbo. Robbo, though,
they're still there, aren't they?
Yeah. They're not being dropped. Now, I did say a few laps ago, Cookie has overtaken his teammate in the past. There's no, well, certainly Cookie's mind, there's no 1 and 2 driver at Force India. That's for sure.
I'll give you a shining example of that. As the guys are, I love how these guys are just sorting out what happened, by the way, with the incident. I like that sort of stuff.
Just watching Robbo real quick. So I just love the way, if you catch through the... Oh, Maurice on Cookie. I think Cookie might have this covered. It was just the way Robbo was leading into the corners. It was poetry in motion. Love it to watch.
Very similar thing to Syke and Bingley. That's possibly the most difficult overtaking manoeuvre.
Yeah, just patience there, because he wants to get a good exit out of the final corner, so he can have a good run at him at the straight, which he's got.
Oh, he has. Could have been even closer. This move could have been done by now.
Goes defensive, as expected.
Yep.
So Max has got to go around the outside, which I think he's going to do. Cookie is trying to hold with him, but Max has got that one done. That's a great move because these guys are actually on the same strategy. They're fighting for genuine net trap position, so good move there, good move.
How hard were you using?
We're actually on Xbox One console. We're on console, we're not on PC. Well, Not tonight, anyway.
Headset, a controller, and my voice.
Yeah, on console.
A number of what?
Yeah, can you just repeat that last message there? I didn't...
Yeah, what the hell is that?
A lot
Forgive
of
me for being a little bit kind of noobish.
Fanatics? Are we F1?
Fanatics.
Well, fanatics, possibly. Yes, we are F1 fanatics, if that's what you mean, for sure.
It's not often that me and Beer both get stumped by that.
Yeah, I'm just curious as to top 4 when they pit. I think Haynes is got to be looking to come in, though, shortly. As Haynes is coming round... He's been dropped by these other cars, you see. His Ultras are absolutely shot to pieces. He's surely going to be coming in for a new set of boots here. Is he coming in? Is he coming in? Is he coming in? Yeah, I think he is he? Yep, he is. Haynes is coming in to make his pit stop.
Oh, Beer. Steering wheels. Oh, he's got 5 seconds stop.
Go, penalty. Oh, Phonetics is a wheel. Ah, right.
Yeah,
okay.
I was just thinking they didn't have a clue what it was
I use the wheel that's shaped incredibly like an Xbox One control pad. That's just me. If I would love to spend £300 on the wheel, but if I did that, my missus would spend £500 on divorce paper, almost certainly. So, yeah, that's the reason why I haven't got a wheel.
Beer, I'm sorry, that is a line of the stream. Mexican transgender weightlifter. Nothing compared to that. That is brilliant. I love that. Sorry.
SLR Racing, would you consider commentating for Ollie? I believe you
asked us this last week.
In my stream last week. If you can DM me or pause and let's just have a chat about anything, the weather, whatever. Just have a chat. Just DM me on pause.
I'm going to whisper him really quickly there while we got... I'm literally on board at the same time, watching to the max.
Right.
Sticking with cookies still. Robbo's finally broke them. Let me do it. I don't even know.
Yeah, to the max.
FSLR messages, please, mate. And then we'll obviously max pits.
Right, Robbie's pitted as well, and to the max is pitted. Cookie staying out, so these guys will be going into the ultras now.
19 laps on Beer. Robbo's gone on to Hypersofts.
Hypers?
What?
Has this become a two-stopper all of a sudden?
Unless he's just doing it because he can.
Okay.
Oh. Right, that now, obviously, I know Tally, obviously, I'm just reading the comments here, Bear, because we've literally not got much to
in the pit.
On. He hit his wing on the pit wall, I think.
In the pit. No, he's in the pit, lost the wing, so would have had to two-stop. No, he lost his wing in the instant, I think. Is that what he... So that would have forced him to completely change his strategy to a two-stopper.
Of course.
Okay.
It's a bloody damn shame.
Still points, yeah. I mean, obviously still points, but, you know, hey... Each
it is what it is, mate.
Yeah, exactly. It is what it is. You know, it's as I
just
say.
Unfortunate, really.
Yeah. There's a whole series of unfortunate events there that caused, well, carnage basically.
Yeah, untold, kind of crazy. Let's have a look here. Yeah, Wiseoak, by the way, really good to hear from you, mate. I know.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough, Tom.
Constructive criticism.
Just seeing Tom there in the chat. Yeah, absolutely. If you're going to retire, do it in the pits. Absolutely. Totally.
Now, that is what we said. Obviously, I made that big post on the page just watching Robbo
catch up
with AJ.
Yeah, Sykes pitted, by the way.
Sykes in the pits. Bingley is a whirlwind ahead of him, but obviously Sykes on the quicker tyre now, isn't he? Set on the... Oh, no, I'm actually going to wait till I see my next comment because we've got another...
Sniper, 3-second penalty.
Manoeuvre here by Robbo. Sniper's still going, mate. 8th position. That's how going to be his highest ever finish if he gets there. If there's no more carnage, Robbo's position with the bread and butter move
through AJ there, yeah. Robbo on brand spanking new hypers.
Do you know what I actually like? Beer, and I'm one for addressing very, very... Well, we both are. I'm like a broken record every week. Me and you, the controversial pair of bastards, aren't we? But but I love the way that these guys have all come into this chat and debated it. Nobody's come in calling anybody a cunt. I'm not naming names for people that do that. Nobody's come to kick off. Tom is obviously pissed off, Beer. We know that. Every human being would be if you're ever in a situation where you're running around and getting hit off when it wasn't your fault. Look at the way they're dealing with it. Amazing. Fucking kudos to all of you. It just makes our life so much easier. But a lot more. It takes away some entertainment from the chat, of course. But I want to address something a bit. Why is Bingley 8 seconds clear of Syke? Bingley must have absolutely rocketed round.
Yeah,
that's a huge undercut.
Syke was on some pretty warm tyres. Syke will be coming back at him though now. Obviously, Syke on the ultras. Robbo, not surprisingly, setting a blistering 1:15.4 up there on new hypers. He might go for another lap record actually at the end of this lap.
You're thinking it, mate, aren't you? I think Robbo is absolutely just caning it in, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Yeah, Cookie's tyres are pretty shredded now, to be fair. They're looking pretty tight. He's on lap 20 out of 36 on the supers, and Bingley's reeling him in now.
This is where Cookie should have been in the first place, Bear. Don't forget, Cookie got pole and got held up at the start.
Yeah, exactly.
He was
for some
anchored
reason.
back to 11th place.
Yeah, any guys who didn't see the start, Cookie was in pole. His car just basically dematerialised and then suddenly rematerialised at the back of the grid for some unknown reason. It was some, I don't know, it's a quantum singularity, a fabric, a hole in the fabric of space-time. Who the fuck knows? That's one for. Well, that is one for Professor Stephen Hawking. I would ask him, but it's a bit difficult. He's dead. But otherwise, I would ask him. Right, Cookie, let's just pit stop.
Fucking killing me. Welcome to Conversation Street, says Kai. Towley's comment. It's funny as fuck. I'm sorry. Oh dear.
Well, Towley, what can I say, mate? I've always said before, when you go on holiday to these Central American countries, use lots of protection, because you, my friend, have probably got AIDS now because you got fucked so hard in the rear in Mexico.
A move there by to the max on AJ. AJ, of course, pitting him very early. You'd imagine, by my own estimation, AJ will potentially have the ability to come back, and he'll only drop back to 7th, but he may be able to throw on some. Towley, I'm sore.
yeah.
Oh, yellow flag. Who's that? Sector 3.
I recommend Germaloids, Tom. Germaloids will work well.
Sniper actually managed to
Put
get
a
a
load
yellow
out
flag
the
going into the pits.
stick
That
at
was
the
very
old
unusual.
sphincter, give it a massage, mate. You'll be right as rain in the morning. 3-second time penalty for Syke Zaney. And to the max as well. The penalties are starting to rack up now.
It's like, do you know what it's like? Remember the old video printer on BBC? On CFAX?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going back in time here. The penalties are like bleeding video printer for the older viewers here. Obviously, guys who are under the age of 20 probably have no idea what the hell we're on about here. But
East is like those amazing scorelines.
Syke.
Yeah, you've always wanted to see like East 5-4, 4-5 and stuff like that. It's like, hey, great. Liverpool 6, Arsenal. Arsenal, never mind. Oh, right, never mind. Moving on.
You had to throw that one in there, didn't you? Bloody hell. I'm not an Arsenal fan, by the way.
Yeah.
But that's just for the record. I'm a United fan, so I'm kind of much worse at the
Yes.
Syke's
off with a quicker time than Bingley. He's making it count. He's taking a couple of seconds off since the round of pit stops. Robbo is not surprisingly catching Syke, but I don't know how long he'll catch him for before those hypers go off. They don't last too long. Maurice is 4 seconds back in 4th. I think Maurice is looking quite good for a podium, considering that Robbo's almost certainly going to have to pit again at some stage. AJ is going to AJ's going to have to pit. He ran the ultras for 11. The ultras for 11 laps. I don't know if he can take the softs 20. What's he going to have to do?
25 on it. 25 laps that'll be.
Yeah, it'd be slow at the end. It might be just worth him, depending on what happens, of course, with Haynes and that is. Cookie is to chuck it in and stick a set of hypers up towards the end, as I think he's going to get caught. He'll certainly get caught. I'm sure he'll get caught by. I think Cookie is going to pass Haynes, not before too long. No disrespect to Haynes, but Cookie is going to be flying on those ultras. And then AJ's and Haynes himself is either staying static or slowly catching AJ. So yeah, I think AJ will probably just come in around about lap 30 and probably just chuck a set of hypers on, go for the fastest lap. He's still going to get a decent haul of points tonight, which is good to see. And Sniper's still hanging in there.
AJ's highest ever finish. If he finishes where he is, this is AJ's highest finish of the season.
And Sniper is going to do something that he hasn't done very often this season. He's going to score some points. He's hanging it in there. He's still not giving up. Of course, he had that drive-through, which really hampered things early on for him. He lost a lot of time there. He's just made he's actually on for fresh supers, which will be going to the end now on those tyres. Yep. The gap between Bingers and Syke now has dropped down to 5 seconds. Of course, don't forget, Bingers has got to serve a 5-second stop-go. If he doesn't serve it during the race, 5 seconds will be added onto his race time. That's not a spoiler. You saw it on the screen.
Yep.
But Psych,
what
yeah,
a bloody season we've had.
I think what's noticeable there is that Robbo is now starting to drop off the back of Psych. Those hypers, they've seen the best. He's done 5 laps. They're not going to get any better now. In fact, he's pitting. Doesn't surprise me. He's going to probably stick the ultras back on now to the end. He's got the fastest lap. He's going to come out, I think, behind Cookie Chip. I'd say, looking at the timing screens.
Yep, comfortably.
But
with clear sniper all by himself.
Oh yeah, with miles clear sniper, but he'll have fresh boots on to go racing.
Just on board with Cookie at the moment, mate. We've got Cookie hauling in Haynes. Haynes, I don't know how he managed to survive that because he was right in the middle of the carnage. Great blooming luck of the draw, really, by Haynes, watching cars around him just bloody explode. He's managed to kind of come through. So it was amazing, Beer. The battle for 7th instantly became the battle for 3rd.
Cookie and Haynes.
We made the point. On board with them right now, mate. I was actually on TV pod, so I need to get off that. Cookie, you're on the outside. This should be a done and dusted move. Haynes will not. Oh, he's let him go. He's let him go. Nice one. Oh no, he's having to go back.
He's fighting the switchback. He's going to get the better line. Will he go for the inside? Will Haynes go for the inside here? They're side by side. I think Cookie should just about have this covered off.
Oh, Hainesy.
Yep.
Hainesy, I think it was an appreciated little wiggle of the car then, knowing that was a really good move. Cookie, brilliant move there.
Whenever I do a little appreciated wiggle of the car, I end up putting my car in a bloody barrier.
Yeah, it's a good bloody point, man. I never do appreciate wiggles. I did I think.
That's why, you know, when I did it before, like years ago, you know, when they win a race and just before they win the race, just before they cross the finish line, they swerve in so they can be congratulated by their pit mechanics on the pit wall. I've done that before, ploughed it into the wall and actually finished dead last because of it. We've got a pitter. AJ is in the pits. He's having some problems with tyre wear tonight, is AJ.
Yeah.
Tyre wear's not good. Yeah, he's bang on the ultra as he begins to the end now on those tyres.
He pitted too early, Beard, didn't he? He pitted a little bit too early, I think.
But he only took those super softs 13, 14 laps. But then again, I suppose his philosophy is, absolutely, as I mentioned, he's got nothing to lose. The early pit stop really harmed his race, so he's got nothing to lose now by just chucking on a fresh set of boots. They'll go to the end comfortably, well they should do, and he'll also be pretty lively as well now, and brand spanking new ultras.
Just want to address Beer as well. The seasons we've had this season, just obviously looking at it from like a more kind of reflective perspective, it's been absolutely incredible.
You're a poet and you didn't even know it. Yeah, absolutely. Reflective perspective in all seriously. Wow, poets.
Oh wow, mate, that is a seriosity fucking line drop right there. I didn't even realise that was that good.
Yeah.
But no, and this has been, I've been doing league racing now since 2012. You've been doing it 2 years longer, I believe, haven't you?
Shaggy's been doing it since 1642. Just watch out that in.
Mate, Shaggy, I was about to say, Shaggy was doing it with fucking horse and carriages while they were playing bleeding dominoes in the pub, like, you know what I mean?
Fred Flintstone.
But no, yes, mate. But this has been possibly, I'm going to obviously, no, I don't need to interrupt myself, just watching there, Haynes on the back of Cookie Chip, keeping him honest. This season has been incredible, all around. Just, like, I'm doing this 6-7 years, you've been doing it, I think 8-9, Shaggy doing it for 642 centuries. It's been absolutely amazing how these guys have consistently put up. Obviously, I know this race has had a few incidents, but this has been the most incredible driving I think I've actually ever watched on a consistent level. Every single race, Beer, it's jaw-dropping, isn't it? Some of the moves that we see.
In terms of league racing, from a commentary point of view, from a spectating point of view, I do totally agree. And yeah, there are going to be people watching in the stream now, perhaps don't race an RRF1 are going to think, oh my god, they're just talking up the league, they're just sucking arse cheese. You know what I mean? Well, all I can say to those people is, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, because I'm telling you,
Amen.
It doesn't get any better than this. Believe me, it does not get any better than this. Yeah, and if you do think, and if you think it is better than this, do yourself a favour, ask your mummy or your daddy to take you down to Specsavers to get some fucking spectacles, and then re-watch the races again and come back and tell me the same thing, and I'll punch your lights out. There you go. That's all I've got to say on that.
Ooh, yes. I love on my stream, but it's a lot more free-flowing with the language, isn't it? You know what I mean? I should really put an over 18 thing, but that'll probably stop the millennials coming in and bitching and trolling me. But anyway, But no, seriously, guys, thank you so much for this amazing support for RRF1. I can only say, it's only going to get bigger. It's only going to get bigger, of course.
Yeah, big things happening. Big things happening. Guys, tune into Poz's channel, because he career streams not just this game but other games. He's always talking about what's going on in F1. The rest of us who stream as well, we say the same thing as well. There's always There's always stuff going on.
Bit of self-plug, mate. Self-plug, get yourself out there.
Always talking about RRF1. You know, we're a new league. We're the league that everyone's talking about. We're trending on social media. You wouldn't believe. I mean, Christ Almighty. Do you know what? This is absolutely true story. Yeah, you got Prince Harry and Meghan just had a kid, right? You know, and Queenie came round and Meghan said, "Do you want to hold the baby?" And she went, "Fuck you, you fucking half-caste, fucking whatever. I want to talk to you about who's going to be in fucking season 2 in RRF1." There you go.
Oh,
I'm just.
my God.
That's not my thoughts. That's what Queenie said. Queen Elizabeth, our Queen. Elizabeth R. That's what she said. Not what I said. So don't
go Prince Philip. That might.
Don't go bitching. Don't go bitching to Twitch. Poet again. Don't go bitching to Twitch about me. That's what Queenie said. Anyway, back to the racing. To Max's pitted.
Like,
He's put now. Max is going for the fastest lap. He's put them. Yeah, my. Why? Obviously his ultras are knackered, which does surprise me because he hasn't done that many laps on them. But he's put the hypers on. He's come out with AJ. Now this will be interesting because the tyre wear, obviously the hypers will depreciate at a quicker rate than the ultras. So AJ is now well in this fight for 6th place, without a shadow of doubt. AJ is back in the mix for 6th place because Max will be quicker initially, but his tyres will wear at a much higher rate than AJ's ultras. So
lap 7, mate, on the tyres at lap 35, you'll notice, I think AJ will really begin to be all over the back of him, mate. Yeah, Max will get towards Robbo even potentially here. Well, no, Synth is about 10 off, isn't he? So I don't think that'll be a real problem. Obviously, penalty countback guys will have a big understanding and a big thing with the race. Syke and Bingley, by the way, 8 to go. I'm going to just stay on board with Syke briefly.
Ooh. Well, yeah, Syke's been stealthily catching Bingers ever since the round of pit stops. But again, we've got a similar scenario with Syke and Bingley to the Max and AJ, to a point where Syke's ultras, they're slightly fresher, but they're going to be wearing it at an accelerated rate compared with Bingers' super softs. So I would say at the moment the tyre wear pretty much even Stevens with 7 laps to go. It's all down to complete race pace. But I'll tell you one thing, Pos, their tyres, regards to compound, are going to be so knackered at the end of the race. They're going to be well worn.
Yep.
We could see mistakes.
Syke's going to be the last lap. Syke's going on his 18th lap on ultras. 18th.
Well, he's not. No, he's 10 laps on ultras.
Oh, no, I mean at the end. Of the race,
at the end of the race. Yeah. Now Syke's in DRS now. He's just 3 seconds for Maurice. That's the one. Syke within 6/10 now of Bingers. Possible overtake move coming up now. Yeah, this could be great. This could be really
big
interesting.
Test of Syke's mettle, isn't it? Cookie with a penalty. That could be huge at the end of the Grand Prix, you know.
Robin's
very,
very
very
big penalty as well. Let's see if Syke can get an overtake done. He is some way back, but we've seen how long this straight is and how powerful the toe is. Bingers goes ultra defensive on the inside. Syke looking to go on the outside. Syke's going to cut across. I think he's going to make this one stick. Oh, no, Bingers comes back on Syke. He ran a bit wide there. Oh, Bingers on the grass.
On the grass.
Tracks that way. Tracks that way. 3-second penalty with Bingers.
He got a penalty anyway. No, that's fair enough.
Yeah, he's letting.
Usually give it back, but
he's
let him go anyway.
But he's gone back. He's gone back to the undertake. He did let him pass. He's gone straight back forward. That is great driving by Bingers. Contact. My goodness me, T-bone there. Syke's looking up the inside. Bingers. Oh, contact to the rear end.
Look at he's got him.
Wow. There was just slight touch to the rear end there. Bingers is not going to keep this one up.
Guys are behind the catch.
That, to me, was so opportunistic by Bingers because he knew he had to give the position back, and he just let Syke's nose get in front and then went straight back for it again. That was brilliant. That's how you do it. That's how you take advantage, in a way, of you receiving a penalty, of how you can still take advantage of it.
Yep.
This battle is not done. It's going to be a great one. It's not done. See, Bingers is still within DRS now. Bingers, if he gets a good exit out of here, which he has got, that was a great. Yes, he is going to be looking to make an overtake back on Syke. Syke's going to have to look to go defensive now to cover him off. We know how quick that Ferrari is, even in equal mode in a straight line. Here comes Bingers. He's closing. He's closing like a shark, but not quite close enough this time. Syke goes defensive at the inside. Bit of a lock up there. Bingers is going to have to just bide his time. These two going for the race win now. Bingers, would he have a go with DRS? He's been so close. He's going to get a great draft. Syke centre of the track, defensive, moves back onto the racing line to take the corner, which is totally legitimate, absolutely fine. Slight lock up from Bingers. They're
You did it
going at it.
annoyingly last night to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Going absolute hammer and tongs here, beer, aren't they? Absolute hammer
They
and
do,
tongs.
absolutely. I'm just trying to see any other battles through the field. So the Max has pulled out 3 seconds on AJ, but I still expect AJ to pull that back before the end.
You would imagine that, wouldn't you? You would imagine it, especially with the kind of tyres of Max absolutely just being, well, pardon the pun, Mustafa, shagged.
Lock up from... now they are coming up to, I think, is that Sniper's car in front, not too far in front? Yeah, that's Sniper's car not too far in front. Will Sniper have a major say on who wins this race? Remember we saw it a few weeks ago where certain cars were let through and certain cars weren't. Do you remember that?
Yes. Do you know what?
Here comes Bingers. Yeah.
That went under the radar that day because I completely forgot about it.
Oh man, this is where
you didn't bring that up.
Come and talk to Bill and Kebabi. Oh my good God, Bingers!
Oh my God, Bingley! Jesus Christ!
God, he
go on,
well,
lad.
Talk about fainting a move. That was the bit. He just sold him he almost sold himself a dummy there. It was so outrageous to swerve across the track there. But
remarkable driving here by the two of them.
Absolutely.
I love watching. I'm watching this half as a fan, you know. To be fair,
I think. Well,
to be honest,
to be honest, a bit. I mean, again, people are going to say, "Oh, he's just sucking, arse cheese of freaking RF1." But I'm telling you, this is far more entertaining than watching real life F1. It really
well, at the moment it is. It's bleeding shite at the moment. I know a lot of people disagree with me, but F1 at the moment is on a dull patch.
The names in the lobby are not household names to the general public. Some of the names in the lobby that are well known to the Xbox gaming community. But it is so exciting to watch. And, I'm really hoping that Cody's can, again, get it right next game. So a lot more people on the gaming community, on Xbox, on PC, on PS4, will start playing this series of motor racing game rather than playing the usual Forzas or the Project Cars or the blah, 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 and the blah, blah, blah. Come and play F1. All you Americans,
here, mate, between...
forget IndyCar, it's bollocks. F1's far superior in every way.
Right, bitches. But here we go then. I'm going to watch Robbo, mate, because Robbo's been kind of quietly coming out to the back of Haynes.
Yeah.
Robbo is going to be on much fresher tyres than Haynes.
He's going to make a move now. Surely it's going to be bread and butter. Haynes' tyres are quite tired now, 16 laps. Here comes Robbo. Looks pretty straightforward to me.
Nice and easy.
Yep. Haynes gives all the space in the world. Good driving by the pair of them. Textbook overtake, and Robbo moves up into 4th place. We'll get another little toe of DRS.
Now, mate. Thank you, buddy. Just sent this clip over, mate. That's why I was in the chat, mate. I got to say, I'm just glad that you're getting me. So we have got ourselves 9/10 of a second. Now, Bingley does have 5 seconds to pull back. We've seen his name. Well, we've seen both their names, Syke and Bingley.
We have.
Myself and Beer, we have ourselves a philosophy we do on both our streams. We don't look at penalty numbers. It ruins the end of the Grand Prix. It makes us look like idiots. I'm going to pause the Guinness stream. I'm not going to have any of that. But anyway, sorry, Beer, you're going to say something. Sorry about that.
Sniper gets out of the way, just to let you know. They got completely out of the way, letting us team. This is always good to see the battle marker there, just not wanting to be involved in this battle at all. He'll just making Sniper's just having his own race there in the Renault. He had that drive-through early on that's cost him any chance of being, of basically a battle, but he's just basically treating this as a point scoring exercise, which he's doing. He's on for 4 points for important points as well. In the relative scenario of where we're going to be and who's going to be in F1, who's going to be in F2. Points can keep you there where you want to be. 3-second penalty for Bingers. That could be very important. He is only 6/10 behind Psycho, still within DRS. AJ surprisingly has not started to pull back to the maximum. I think Max is actually showing maximum pace around here. AJ not pulling him back at all. The gap is in fact increasing between 6th and 7th. It was 3 when the pit stop was made. It's now 4.4.
We called it, didn't we? That it would almost be like a sort of elastic band effect between the two of them. But AJ hasn't caught him at all, as you mentioned.
Surprisingly, yeah.
Just kind of looking at that in the chat. Sorry, mate, go on, Finley. I'm back on the action now. Still going to Scotty in the chat.
No, that's fine. There's not. It's fairly quiet at the moment by the looks of it.
We know these guys usually turn up the wick.
Okay. I think I scared them with my passion for F1 Elite racing.
Fabian, thank you very much for watching, buddy. If you
AJ,
want to follow, please be sure to do so. Best place to race, of course. Watch this space, as they say. Thank you very much for watching, buddy. and get yourself followed. So basically the championship standings be as it goes at the moment, as we watch Bingley and Syke 4/10 apart, will be Robbo 20, as it stands, 29 points ahead of Towley with 2
all
to
to
go,
play
of course.
for
I know
still.
Tom wasn't
All to
really
play
Tom
for.
wasn't accepting of the penalty, but it was the stewards and admin's decision to award Tom the 25 points. And he actually, I love it, he actually protested not getting them, which is showing Tom's amazing sportsmanship and kind of humble, kind of humility, really, isn't it? An absolute testament to Tom.
Cut long story short, when we get to Brazil next week, then if Robbo finishes ahead of Towley, regardless of what position they finish in, that's it, game over. Yeah, so Towley has to go for the win. He has to win next week. In reality, he has to win to stay in the hunt, which he's quite capable of doing. Quite more than capable of winning.
Mate,
he's won several
why
races
is
this
it,
season
whenever
already.
we both do streams, don't we, of Elite? And I don't even realise, mate, we're on the final lap.
Yeah,
we're already here.
By,
Lap 36. This has flown tonight.
Personally, I think next season,
Prime
mate,
says he's got one more chance.
To actually make it seem like we've actually talked through a proper race. We should make all the elite races 500%. 180 laps around each track, I'd say.
Well, mate, we bloody need to. And by the way, Fabian, what they said, what I asked him to do, mate. Thank you for the follow, Fabian. Welcome to the POS Army and RRF1 Familia. Right, we have got ourselves one last chance for Bingley up the back of Syke.
Big lock up there under braking. He had to really slam the ankles on there, otherwise he was going to give Syke Zaney a bit of an anal inspection there. That was going to be really, really close. Cookie Chip has held off Robbo. It's good to see Syke Zaney 3-second penalty. Now this makes sense.
That could be huge. That could be huge.
What is going to happen
we've
now?
Not calculated, but
no, we
Syke
haven't counted
has
them.
blown so many races.
But
all we can say
is both these guys have got their names in the stewards' book for track infractions in terms of times. So what can happen now as we come through the final couple of corners through the stadium complex? Excites.
They've got the cheap horse.
Syke's hit the wall. Syke's hit the wall.
Syke's blown it.
No, he hasn't exploded. He's got wing damage.
Oh, no, he's not.
He hit the wall there in the last corner.
Oh, Syke gets it. Syke gets it because of the 5 second. Syke got it. Syke Zaney, second win of the season. Cookie and Robbo. Robbo is hauling Cookie in. Sniper's finished his lap. That's why he finished the race. So 8th position for Sniper. Well done. Robbo, Cookie. And Robbo 4th.
Cookie takes the Cookie 4th. Haynes in 5th.
Oh, 5 seconds stop go for Haynes.
Max,
Maurice,
of course. And we've got AJ. Maurice Patchin? No. Maurice.
No, 4 seconds.
AJ finished.
Did AJ move up? Did he move up?
I can't. Something happened.
No, he didn't.
No, 7th. Yeah, Sniper was 8th. Yeah, Syke hit the wall there, and that could have cost him. But of course, Bingers had the 5-second penalty, which wasn't served. Plus, he had a 3-second penalty as well, where Syke. Now, of course, we can give the spoilers. Syke had 2 3-second penalties. So Bingley had 8 seconds versus Syke 6. That was how it ended up. But Syke almost lost it. Well done, Syke. Great win. But that last quarter, oh my God. He had a wall moment.
He had it.
He had it.
He wins the Grand Prix.
I got it on. I don't know if I do record a good minute of footage, so I'm going to record that just in case I might have caught that end of the race there.
Syke Zaney then Beer takes the Mexican Grand Prix win in his sombrero and his tacos. Bingley, sorry, Bingley second.
They have more than 8 and 6.
They had loads of penalties.
But there was 2 seconds between in terms of penalties. That was the critical thing. Cookie, another solid podium, considering Cookie, he'll feel very pleased he's got a podium, but he'll feel what could have been. Wouldn't necessarily say robbed, because he might have, but Rob, Robbo was 4th, Haynes 5th to the max 6, AJ 7th, Sniper 8th, non-finishers, Towley, Johnny B, and Lovely Colt.
Let's bring these motherfuckers in, shall we? Alright, who have we got? Bingley, who I believe everyone's appearing offline. Cheers, guys. God damn it. Cookie gets himself a podium. I can't wait to hear what these guys are going to have to say here, because we're going to be speaking to a couple of... Well, Cookie, of course, especially, because he's going to be at the bottom. He was involved, well, not involved, but directly behind those guys, wasn't he, in the big incident? So it's going to be interesting to hear what a bystander would have said about that. So we're going to invite Syke to party. Well done on the Grand Prix victory for Syke. That is number 2. I think it's number 5 crossing the line first, but his penalties have absolutely rinsed him from kind of really being up there. The big 2 having problems, of course, in Tally and Robbo. We'll obviously address that at a later date. Have I invited all the guys in? I didn't see. Wait there. 30 views though, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for a bit in the big 3-0. But I-31, bloody hell, they're all piling in at the moment, Jesus Christ. So Bingley, I'm not sure, did I invite Cookie? I bet I forgot to. I've just done his name as well. Let's go here, invite the party, there we go. If he's in, sod it, if not. But we've got the top 2 in, so we will just request that you include your audios, guys, and we'll get straight to it. Psych Zany, well done, big 25 points for you here. Obviously, penalties all over the place, and a fantastic battle with Bingley towards the end of the Grand Prix. Let us know how that went for you.
I was kind of disappointed in qualifying because I didn't look at the weather for qualifying, only for the race, and then Jeff told me it was going to rain, so kind of disappointed. But I started on the super soft last night. I was confident I could go quite far in the race, and I got a really surprising start. I think if I was a bit brave on the brakes, and maybe could have got Bingley, but from 5th to 2nd wasn't very bad because I think Cookie Chip just lagged behind us or something. And then
it was weird.
I just tried to manage my tyres going in lean and none through most of the track, just to eat them out as much as possible. I believe when I pitted, my tyres were like 77%, and then Bingley got a big undercut on maybe like 8 or 10 seconds overall. And then I just went what I did win first, and it worked due to the tyres.
Can I ask you one question? First of all, congratulations. Tell Uncle Beer what happened in the last corner.
Well, it all started with the penalty at the before the S's, because I started panicking, and then my tyres were like 80%, and I just put a bit too much throttle down and went straight to the wall. And then I tried to get to the apex as fast as possible, so Bingley didn't overtake me.
You got it covered though. It was like, oh my god! It was a real AMG moment. It really was.
It's finally my first win of the season as well.
Yeah. Well, you've crossed the line first, haven't you? You've crossed the line first before.
Yeah, I crossed the line first.
Yeah.
Is that your first win? I thought you had another one earlier. Jesus Christ, fair play, mate. Then I'm sure you had another one before.
Congratulations! It was a great drive.
Thanks.
Welcome to the Winners Club then, I guess. But yeah, we made a big thing saying 5 people had won, so now I guess 5 people have won. It's the big thing though, Psych, with yourself, isn't it? As we've kind of, well, I'm not going to use the word criticise, but it is in a way, isn't it? You know, in terms of the actual penalties ruining you in certain facets.
Not
facets, certain bloody results, because it's cost you 4 race victories. There's been at least 4 times where you've crossed that line, either first or second, and fell 3rd or even off the podium. So a good thing. Obviously, I know you got quite a few penalties. Obviously, Bingley had a few himself here, which is kind of in your favour, 25 points. Psych. Now, I'm going to bring up something interesting about what you mentioned on the CSR racing qualifying yesterday to me on my stream. Brazil, what are your thoughts?
I hate the track. I like it in real life, obviously, but I just can't find any pace. I hate the first 2 corners. I just look up and go off the track, or look up and turn in too early. I just hate the entire track. Really don't enjoy it.
So it's going to be interesting to see how you fall in. I know Bear had his question for you as well. So congratulations from me, 25 points. First 25 points then, of course. So hopefully you can build on this. 2 races to go with a broken biscuit game. We're not doing that bad, guys. Still going. We've actually made it to round 19.
Build each other, so DNF from Brazil.
Definitely one of them. So I will simply say, mate, congratulations. On to second place, man. Do you know what? I'm going to do something I've never done before. Bear, you can take this one for Bingley.
Oh, Bingus, great drive, fantastic battle in there with Psych at the end. Wow, it was almost like at times a fag paper between the pair of you. Obviously, you had a bird's eye view of Psych on the last corner. Did you think just that brief moment in time you thought, hello, 25 points in my pocket? Or was it, hey, we'll just take the 18?
If it's a wheel, it might have come off. It might have been 25.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know. I lost. I think I said to myself, I lost that bit. I got that 5-second shot go.
Yeah, that really hurt you. That 5 second. That was the difference between a win and second place today.
I mean, I do struggle with tyre around this track. It's just the way I drive. I don't really have good tyre wear management. But.
Can I ask you how did you find the track temperatures or the tyre temperatures today? The reason I ask is because I noticed that several of the other runners who were running what should have been the same strategy as you had to pit a lot earlier. Were the tyres running hot? Or I'm just trying to work out the reason why these guys were pitting, and you weren't. You couldn't go in.
I personally didn't have any temperature issues. It's just me spinning up the rear tyres a bit too much, too often, and me just losing more time. I mean, I think it's like had a slight bit more pace than me today. But I mean, it's not. I'm happy for a second. It's not my favourite track by now. So,
well, I mean, you're Mr. Consistent again. Yet another podium. I mean, this has been a phenomenal run, really, from quite early on this season of podium wins. I think you've had a couple of wins as well, haven't you? Dotted it in amongst it, but yeah, you've been racking up the podiums. Obviously Brazil next week, and then Abu Dhabi. Do you feel you've got a reasonable chance of adding more wins to under the belt in those last 2 races?
I think Brazil, I've got a good chance. I like the track. I can just get a nice flow around that. And I think Abu Dhabi, I think that's out of the question. Don't really like the track. So next race, it's the best chance.
Well, I'll ask you about Abu Dhabi again next week. 'Cause obviously, no doubt. I don't want to ask you all the questions. And Potter's like, fucking hell, what can I ask now? Anyway, but congratulations, another solid 18 points in the bag. Not going to be quite there this season, but next season, man, you're going to be right up there. So
yeah, I was going to say, I'll just have a good start to next season.
Absolutely. Nice one, buddy. Congrats, mate. And I'll just invite the POSGLAD to come in and have a quick little chat with you.
Do you know what? Do you know when you're in school and the teacher asks you a question, and you always get that person who gets asked last to give an example of something, or to give an answer, and there's nothing left to say. You covered fucking everything.
Sorry.
Seriously. No, not a problem, mate. I will simply say, all I will say there being a great battle between you and Syke. Obviously, wheel to wheel, a couple of bits of wheel banging as well, which me and Bear were thoroughly enjoying. But obviously, all is fair. The both of you give it as good as each other got. And
I was going to say, I wasn't going to be so nicey on the second battle. I thought the first one I let him go. I wasn't going to be so nicey.
But you both give as good as you got, mate. You know what I mean? Borderline crazy, but it kind of works. It makes for really good viewing. So just want to say, mate, congratulations. Obviously, Beers asked all the questions as you do. 18 points. Hashtag next season for you, mate. I think. You've obviously nailed third, so obviously get yourself a great thing for yourself. So good one, mate. And I'll speak to Cookie. Congratulations on Bingley. Cookie. Well, this is what you call a good result that should have probably been a lot better. Obviously, we caught what happened at the start. From your own perspective, mate, for that, let us know what happened in the race from yourself. We'll go on, Beer, sorry.
No, I've just got to say, because I'm not going to say much of the Cookie thing, because I asked all the questions last time, so you asked all the questions this time. But Cookie, did you know you actually broke the laws of physics tonight? You were so fast in qualifying, you went backwards in time. You actually went from the front to the back of the grid at the start of the race. You broke the laws of physics. Even Professor Stephen Hawkins couldn't manage that one, and you solved the equations. Congratulations, mate, and I'll hand you back to Poz.
You say Hawking died trying to figure it out, mate. So you know what I mean. You've managed to overcome one of the biggest geniuses in the world. So we'll leave that one there. Trust me, if you think that's a controversial comment, wait till you hear what Beer said about Queenie. We'll leave that one there. You guys will fucking love that one. Make sure you tune all the way through. But yeah, Cookie, your race perspective, mate. How did it go for you, fella? Other than the start, obviously.
Probably the shittest third place I think I've ever received. Ever. I mean, I'm not going to say I had the pace to win, because Bingley and Syke had a lot of pace today, but you never know how it could have went, especially being on sort of a very similar strategy to Syke. You never know what could have happened, but yeah, after the race it was just a recovery job, really. Some more bullshit with Haynes on my screen. He was an AI car for about 3 laps. I overtook him 3 times, and then he appeared in front of me 3 more times. Then reconnected, and he was 2 more seconds in front of me. So that was brilliant. All my timing screens were fucked up. The amount of shit I had to deal with. I'll take 3rd place, but I get a feeling it could have been more. But what will be, will be.
As well, one more thing as well I will ask. Now this is, we don't often do this of course because it's quite a big incident that went on in front of you. Did you actually catch any of it?
No. I
think shit in it. Jesus, I was trying to get a bit of a scoop for the loop, mate. You know what I mean? God damn.
I think at the time I was behind AJ and Rob, and I was too concentrated on that. And then I saw 3 cars stricken next to me, More cars retired, and I was like, what on earth has just gone on here?
Yeah, Pos, have a heart, mate. You can't expect Cookie to give you a blow by blow account of what happened. He was too busy. He was too busy trying to avoid fireballs going off all around him and fucking things into the visor from the cars in front as they blew up. You know what I mean? Man, that must be horrifying.
Yeah, it was quite tough. Yeah.
What a bloody race. Cookie, it's been possibly the most up and down season for you, probably more than anyone else. The first half of the season, in your own recollection, as we spoke about in the performance party, you had an absolute shite first half of the season, not to kind of butter it up at all. Just incidents, obviously bad luck for yourself, bad strategy calls. I'll look back at Monza obviously being that when you got your 2 wins, Belgium and Hungary, and then the strategy just went absolutely up your arse in the next Grand Prix. Obviously nobody knows what the new game is going to be like, but if we're going to be basing it on what this game is like, what
I do it, it's dog shit. Hand in
Sykes guys is
That's what I like. That's a beer and kebab answer. Man, I'm in
Positivity.
That takes my username with an absolute whole new pinch of light, doesn't it? Positively or negatively sad, you probably start calling that one, wouldn't you? But no, now that we've heard Syke blowing his cover on the NDA that he had to sign, so we'll be seeing Syke on a new gamer tag next year because they're going to shut him down. But no, good to kind of hear from that. But no, Cookie, I will simply say, mate, good to have you back on the podium. One final question from me before I hand you over to Beer. I'm not sure what Beer has to ask, but we'll obviously hand it over in a minute. Brazil, what are your thoughts, Cook?
It's a bit of an indifferent track for me, really. I'll see what sort of the others' pace are. Sometimes it's been quite shit for me, sometimes it's been fairly decent, so we'll see what happens.
I will actually ask Bingley one question because I'm a forgetful little bastard. Bingley, where are we in performance on Wednesday?
You have to wait on that. Got loads of tracks.
Was it Spain? I think you said, wasn't it? I'm sure you did. I wrote it down. I've lost my paper.
I was going to say we just did that last week.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah, we did.
I do have, before we sign off, I do have an important question. I do have an important question to ask, actually, and that is, if I know is the answer, then what the fuck was the question? That's all I've got to say. Work that one out for yourselves.
And to Rob, the famous BBC show that got cut off the air, and on that bombshell, ladies and gentlemen, hashtag Jeremy Kant, it is time to end the Mexican Grand Prix week. Thank you so much all for watching. Of course, guys, peaked at 33 views, I believe, tonight, so thank you so much once again. The RRF1 and Twitch and F1 community showing their love and support for us. Next stream will be Beer and Kebab. Tuesday night trials, the TTTs. Tuesday track trials, we're going to be at Brazil, bringing a couple of new faces in. Obviously, no new people joining the league, but we're going to be bringing them in, obviously, in preparation for the new game. And then, obviously, we're going to get the sign-up post tomorrow. That's going to be discussed in the admin chat probably tomorrow morning. Then we've got Mustafa Shag on performance around the track that we're probably just going to make up on the night like we usually do. And then, of course, we'll be on to Brazil. I believe it's a 3 or 4 car battle still for the F3 Championship. That'll be streamed by myself, commentated by myself and Dragoon. Beer, I believe you'll be there Friday, as far as I'm aware. Obviously, unless Rara's here. Obviously, you guys probably just work together anyway. You usually do, don't you? You three kind of have a little interchangeable commentary battles, which is pretty cool. I love that. And then, of course, CSR Saturday, Sunday, Beer and Kebabs channel next week. Of course, we're on a rotation. And yes, that is it from ourselves. Thank you very much, Beer. Congratulations to the finishers, commiserations to the non-finishers. All the best, much love. Hashtag RRF1, motherfuckers. Pause is out. Goodbye for now.
Hashtag Pause is wanker.